Could you actually be the problem when you're out car shopping? Hey everybody, Kevin Hunter here, the Homework Guy, your car buying coach and 16-year veteran advocate in the car business. Now, most of the time on this channel, we're exposing shady kinds of tricks that cost car buyers thousands of dollars that are pulled on you by dealers. And let's be real, dealers definitely are the predators out there. That hasn't changed and likely never will change anytime soon. But sometimes the problem isn't just the dealer. Sometimes the biggest problem in a car deal is the person staring back at you in the mirror. Okay, settle down. Today we're talking about factors that might point to an uncomfortable truth for some of you, how to tell if you are the problem when car shopping. And to help pull back the curtain on this touchy subject, the amazing Elizabeth joins me now.
Thanks, Kevin. You know, I can already hear the comments coming in. Wait a second, I thought you guys were on the buyer's side.
We are.
Don't worry, we definitely still are on your side. But being on your side also means being totally honest with you and giving you some tough love when it's something that you actually need to hear. See, bad dealers prey on weak buyers, and sometimes buyers make themselves the easiest prey on the lot because of key mistakes. Today, we're going to point out the 6 biggest ways that buyers sabotage themselves so you can avoid falling into those traps.
At number 1 is unrealistic expectations. Let's start with this one. It's a very big factor.
Totally.
A lot of uninformed buyers have completely unrealistic expectations because there's also a tendency to just artificially make up a number and say, this is my budget. It starts by looking at what they think they can afford and then saying something along the lines, my budget is $25,000, and following that up by saying they expect to get a car listed at $34,000 for their $25,000 number. They want a fine wine car on a beer budget. That doesn't work too good. To be effective as a car shopper, you must be steeped in reality because dealers only consider offers that are reasonable. We've seen this many times, and even among car buying clients that we have in our shopping service, the person who wants a brand new luxury SUV for the price of a used Toyota Corolla, or the guy demanding that the dealer gives him a $10,000 discount off sticker when the market barely supports a $1,500 discount.
That's right, Kevin. And the dealers smile because they love the ignorance. Why? Because if you don't understand what a fair deal looks like, they'll control the conversation from start to finish. You'll either walk away frustrated and buy nothing, or worse, you'll get talked into a bad deal that will eventually financially crush you because you're chasing a deal that doesn't exist.
That's much worse.
The homework guide tip: do your homework before shopping. Always know what the fair market price is. Don't just make something up. Look up the recent selling prices of the vehicle you want in your zip code, not just national averages. Tools like auction data, Black Book, or the actual OTD quotes that we chase for clients will tell the truth. Never walk in blind expecting a miracle to happen for you.
At number 2, financing mistakes. So this is a big one that we have to talk about. Too many buyers walk into a dealership without a pre-approval on a car loan, even though we talk about it all the time. And they don't know their credit score either. And without any idea of what interest rate they could qualify for, those are all huge mistakes. That's like walking into a poker game without any clue what the rules are.
Exactly. And here's the hard truth. If your credit isn't that great, the dealer will take full advantage of you. But don't blame them for everything, especially if you hid your bad credit until the very last second. I've known of buyers who get indignant with a dealer when their 520 credit score gets them a 15% interest rate.
And could it be a lot higher?
Of course. That's not the dealer ripping you off. That's simply banking math based on your high risk.
The dealer will still try to make it even worse, though, by padding the rate or slipping in extras. But the ugly starting point is that, my friend, was your responsibility.
Yep.
The homework guide tip here: pull your own credit before you shop. Get pre-approved with your bank or credit union first. That way you know what you qualify for, and you take away one of the dealer's biggest weapons. At number 3, shopping emotionally. Here's one that dealers absolutely feast on: emotional shoppers. Buyers who fall in love with one car and then absolutely have to have it.
You can smell that emotional desperation from all the way across the showroom floor. When you walk in gushing about red leather seats or how perfect the model is for your family, the dealer knows you're not going to leave without it, and they'll make sure you pay for that enthusiasm too.
If they ever wave the color out in front of your face and it's something you really, really wanted, just tell them, well, I'm okay with it. Never say, I absolutely love it. That's a mistake. I always tell people never let the car pick you. You pick the car. If you get too emotionally attached, you lose your negotiating power instantly. Another homework guy tip here, be willing to walk away. Always have a second and third choice ready. If the dealer knows you've got options, you regain the control in the process.
Number 4 is wasting everyone's time. This one might sting a little, but it's very true. Some buyers are just time wasters. You know the type. They test drive 15 cars with no intention to buy, or bounce from dealer to dealer with no plan, or they ask for OTD quotes on half a dozen vehicles that they aren't even considering buying.
Or you get a texting client that sends you a black book request for like 20 different cars.
Yeah, that's a little outrageous.
And guess what? Dealers figure that out pretty quickly. If they know you're just kicking tires, they're not going to take you very seriously. They'll either blow you off or funnel you to the rookie salesperson who just needs a little practice on an idiot like you.
And then when you do get serious, you've already burned through the credibility. A homework guide tip, narrow your choices before you start contacting dealers or step onto a lot. Do your research online, figure out the models and trims you would actually want, and then only start asking for quotes at that point.
At number 5, a lack of homework. And finally, the biggest self-inflicted wound that buyers commit, buyers who don't do their homework. These are the folks who believe dealer ads at face value. They think that $199 a month is the whole story, or they don't even know what rebates and incentives their new vehicle might qualify for.
Or worse, they never ask for the out-the-door price. They focus on the monthly payment or the phantom discount instead, and then act shocked when the final paperwork shows thousands in extras or simply taxes.
Guys, we've said this a million times. The OTD price is king, and you should always do it from home. If you're not negotiating based on the OTD number, you're negotiating blindfolded. The homework guide tip, always demand an itemized OTD quote in writing. If the dealer won't provide it to you, that's your clue to walk away. At number 6, a very weak approach to getting the OTD price. All right, here's the last one, and this one is a killer. I see a lot of comments on our video sections and a lot of buyers that say, I can't get dealers to give me the out-the-door price. And while it's true that some dealers flat out refuse, often the bigger problem is how the buyer asks for it.
That's right. The buyer's approach is usually weak in this case. They call a dealer and say something like, can you tell me the price with everything that's included on this car? Or they send an email that sounds unsure, like they're asking for a favor instead of demanding a professional quote. And what happens? The dealer just refuses to help, or they steer the conversation back to monthly payments or something else.
Exactly. The bottom line is, if you don't lead the conversation with confidence, you will lose out and dealers won't get you the OTD you're looking for. Dealers are trained to control the call. If you let them, they'll dodge your question until you give up. Homework guide tip here, we've gone so far as to post free help for this exact issue in our free car buyers blog. The article is called How to Get the Out-the-Door Price Without Dealer Tricks. Look it up. It lays out word for word what our coaches say on these calls and emails. If you use our script, you'll see the difference immediately because you'll be in control of the conversation instead of the other way around. So there you have it. 6 ways that car buyers can be their own worst enemy in the car buying process. Unrealistic expectations, financing mistakes, emotional shopping, wasting time, lack of homework, and a weak approach to get the OTD price.
Yes, we know that dealers are predators, but don't make it easy for them. If you fix these 6 big mistakes, you take away the dealer's biggest advantages.
And if all of this feels a bit overwhelming and you're really thinking, wow, I really suck at getting OTDs, don't worry.
Don't worry.
That's exactly why we created the Homework Guy hassle-free car buying service. We do all the work so you don't have to. We get all of those OTDs for you. Visit our website at thehomeworkguy.com and click on the big red button at the top of the screen. Whether you're ordering a car, leasing, buying new or used, or even handling a lease buyout, we've got you covered. Our team of skilled car coaches will do the research, chase down the OTD prices, and protect you from the mistakes we just talked about today. As I said, our service is where we do all the work, including finding cars and negotiating deals, so you don't have to do it at all.
If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and drop a comment below. We love hearing your car buying success stories because they inspire and protect the entire Homework Guy community.
To all of you long-term viewers and subscribers out there, you guys rock. God bless you all. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, signing off on behalf of Alex Stevens, our auto expert, the amazing Elizabeth, our master negotiator, and the entire hassle-free Homework Guy car buying team. Stick around a moment as we scroll through some of our recent 5-star Google reviews. Thank you for watching.